So you'll see me playing with my window sash, sweep, balls with a club,
Here goes. Never gets clean. Never gets clean.
And then you'll see Rubber Shoes, Lost Shoe Blues, Delaware Stone Throw, Flora Funera, and Fluorescent Azalea.
Maybe. What are these for, anyway? Oh, slow you down. Well? I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I got the blues, I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I got the blues, I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I lost my shoes, I got the blues. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I got the blues. I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long. I lost my shoes. That the clover growed over. I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I lost my shoes. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I got the blues. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I got the blues, no shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. In a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I've got the blues, no shoes. I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long that the clover growed over. I've got the blues, no shoes. I lost my shoes in a field I lost my shoes in a field of clover. I stayed so long. I've got the blues. I've got the blues. No shoes. I lost my shoes. Flora, Funera at Battery Park City, Memorial Day, 1976. Thank you, Bernice. Thank you, Richard.
Fluorescent. Azalea. Fluorescent. Azalea. Fluorescent. Azalea. Fluorescent. Rhododendron. Fluorescent. Rhododendron. Diving board. Azalea. Rhododendron. Azalea. Rhododendron. Rhododendron. Azalea. Goodbye.
Lispenard Ladder, and contact mics with Kara.
It is now time to focus. You may also wish to adjust the sound. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 through 12. Inspiration, information, transportation. National Geographic, Yellow Pages, taxi cabs. If you want to find something, you can, sometimes you can look in the Yellow Pages. And if you want to go somewhere, you can take a taxi. Or if you want to find somewhere to go, you can read the National Geographic. A natural procedure would be to find a desired vacation spot in the National Geographic. Then you rent a taxi to the airport. Well, first you find a taxi in the Yellow Pages and you call them up. Then you rent a taxi and you take it to the airport and off you go. Then I want to catch a taxi so I can go somewhere. I want to catch a taxi. Sometimes they won't stop for me. Pew, 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 meow, 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 When you rent a telephone from the company, the delivery man gives you one of these yellow information books. The telephone company gave everyone the slogan, "Let your fingers do the walking." But if you wish transportation from one place in a city to another, and it's raining and you can't catch a taxi, you will get wetter walking on your fingers, as it will take more time to cover the same distance than if you used your feet. Walking on your hands is more enjoyable under other circumstances. Just a side note about comparative costs. The National Geographic costs $8.50 per year, and you get 12 issues of their magazine. A telephone costs at least that much per month. A trip to the airport in a taxi costs about the same as 1 month of phone usage, and the plane ticket costs more than all that. The real-life value of these things is totally variable. Some people find that travel is one way to alter their perception of time. Now this lady can see through time. It's only for 2 months. Last month, I got a phone bill that invoiced words instead of numbers. It said, "Find the birds on vacation." It was winter, so I went south. The birds were walking around on the beach. It didn't look like they were working for the National Geographic or Alfred Hitchcock or anybody's government. So I said, "Hi, how you doing? Having a nice vacation?" And he said, "We don't have word thoughts like vacation, migration. All we care about is food." So I came back and bought a box of shredded wheat. I've never opened it. I just like to look at the box. On the back, it says, "Can needlepoint save an animal's life?" Yes. I don't know about that. Pelicans. Meow. Meow. Pelicans hunt food by hovering over the surface of the water until they see something that they would like to eat. Then they dive straight into the water and select it in their bills. If a pelican dove into a bowl of shredded wheat and sardines, would they spit out the shredded wheat and eat the sardines? Sounds to me like a good question for the National Geographic. Now, I have a friend whose words I take very seriously. He says that you can tell how many years a person has been an adult by measuring the feet of National Geographics that they have in their house. I'm almost up to 1 foot at this point after a 2-year subscription. That's about as many as a box of shredded wheat. Of course, you can always cheat and measure it a little differently. And that way it comes out to almost 3 years.
I got on a treadmill. We went to the movies and walked down the hill. Then we went to lunch. Then we went to start going to the beach. It was much better. This is a method of contraception.
What came next was that I observed a tree growing abundantly in all the empty spaces around New York. And I began to study them. I read everything in the library, had some of it translated from the German. So Ailanthus altissima was known as the tree of heaven, a highly successful species throughout the temperate zones of the world. The tree that grows in Brooklyn. There are fossil remains across North America, Mississippi, Indiana, the Snake River Valley. They show how abundant ailanthus trees were in North America prior to the Ice Age. So those sheets of ice wiped them out in America, but they survived in China. There was a priest named Father d'Incarneville, and he lived in Beijing, or Peking at the time. And he sent the seeds. He found the seeds of the tree and he sent them to the Royal Society of London. From there, Ailanthus altissima became a sought-after ornamental tree in European gardens. Back in China, the Samia cynthia caterpillar had been used to produce sturdy silk textiles that were worn for several generations. And some American businessmen imported the tree and the caterpillar to start a textile business in the United States. The venture failed, but the tree was a huge success. Lindens and horse chestnuts were taken out on the streets of New York City and replaced by ailanthus trees. The species has a shallow root system, a root suckering system. That means the roots can grow along horizontally in very shallow soil. They don't have a taproot like many other hardwoods. They grow along sideways in shallow soil, and new trees can grow up from the roots. Ailanthus altissima can grow in distressed soil, polluted soil, rancid soil, hardly any soil, anywhere on distressed land. And one of the things they may be useful for is a transition between completely ruined land and let ailanthus trees grow there for a while, and then gradually introduce other species that are considered more desirable. But I consider them desirable because they actually can grow. The largest ailanthus tree that I learned about was on the Bacon Estate in Long Island. It measured 22 feet in circumference. Don't know how old it was. In the fall, the parallel leaflets fall off the leaf stems first, and then the leaf stems fall from the tree, causing a mess that people can complain about. Later, after a scarlet fever or a malaria epidemic, some people got the idea that these trees put these germs in the air, and they were outlawed in 11 cities across the U.S., including Detroit. The seeds are winged seeds. After the clusters dry out, they just blow off the tree. They're considered indefinitely viable. They can wait, wherever they land, for the right combination of sun and rain to start growing.